Alright, so, oh boy.
Wow. That's a big block.
Alright, shh. What is 3x plus 4x?
8x.
7x.
7x.
Wait, I was actually confused because it was like in sync.
What does 3x plus 4y do?
It stays the same.
Right, does not simplify, right? Okay, so today we're not doing that, but we are doing like, what do you guys think 3 square root of 2 plus 4 square root of 2 equals?
7 square root of 4. 2.
Okay, so just like 3x plus 4x is 7x, 3 of these plus 4 of these is 7 of these. Okay, why is it not square root of 4? Because 3 of them plus 4 of them equals 7 of them. Okay, 3x's plus 4x's makes 7x's. So this number over here, the square root over here doesn't change. Got it?
Got it. Yes, sir.
Now what if I switch it to, what do you think 3 square root of 2 plus 4 square root of 5 would do?
It doesn't simplify.
Does not simplify. Okay. Now we could put it in a calculator and make it spit out a decimal, but we're not doing that. We're just gonna say, just leave it alone. Alright. So here we go.
Oh yeah.
Number 1, square root of 3 plus 5 square root of 3. Does anybody want to volunteer for this one? Paxton?
5 or 6.
No.
6
Right. Why is it Why is it 6 square root of 3?
Because the first one counts as
Right. So if there's no number on the front, guess what? There's one of them.
Oh, that's
So
not very nice.
that is 6 square root of 3. Alright, Linux. Number 3. Oh boy. Alright, Linux, what would square root of 3 plus square root of 3 be? Nope. Here's a hint. It's like 1 square root of 3 plus 1 square root of 3 is, yes, 2 what? Yes, good. Okay, what do you think I should do with this guy? Plus 4 square root of 2. Can I add these two together? No. So that's just it. So we simplified it a little bit.
So 4.
Square root of 3 plus square root of 3, it's like 1 square root of 3 plus 1 square root of 3 is 2 square root of 3. Plus the 4 square root of 2, those don't mix.
Okay, so that's
there and you added the 5 and the 1.
Yep. Because they're both square root of 3, so 1 square root of 3 plus 5 square root of 3 is 6 square root of 3.
So you can't add the square roots if they're not simple.
Right. You can only add, it's like adding like terms, yeah.
And when you add them, they don't change. They just stay the same.
Right. Alright. Now this one doesn't look like they add together, but Sarah, any ideas on what we can do on this one? Say again? Oh yeah. Simplify what? Yeah, you can call it simplifying. 8 is, yeah, simplify the 8. So what does that turn into? Right, so we got, so it's actually 2 square root of 2. So this is why they want you to simplify square roots. So in case they can actually add together or not. So what's that going to be, Sarah? 5 square root of 2. Okay, 5 square root of 12 minus 6 square root of 3. Olivia, any ideas on what we can do on this one?
Would you do factoring for
real quick. What's the 12 gonna turn into?
2 square root of 3.
Yes. What do you think we're gonna do with that 5 that's in front though? So this means 5 times square root of 12, right? So it's 5 times 2 square root of 3. So what's 5 times 2 square root of 3? Well, we can multiply the numbers that we can simplify together. So 5 times 2 is, so it's just 10 square root of 3. And then can we do anything with this? 10 square root of 3 minus 6 square root of 3.
We do 10 minus 6.
Yep.
We do 4.
Yep. Good job.
How come you multiply the 5 and the 2?
Say what?
Why did you multiply the 5 and the 2?
Okay, so square root of 12 turns into 2 square root of 3. So we have 5 times 2 square root of 3. 5 times 2 is 10. Number 9. Square root of 8. Okay, we just did square root of 8. You guys remember what it was a minute ago?
Square root of 2.
It was what?
2 square root of 2.
2 square root of 2. Do you guys remember that from like 2 problems ago? Square root of 8 turned into 2 square root of 2. So, let's see, Karen's going. What will this be, John?
Let's see. 1 over square root of 2.
Yeah, it's 1 square root of 2 plus 3 is 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 square root of 2 or just square root of 2. Number 11. We're flying through. Uh-oh.
Number 12.
Danger zone.
Number 13.
Skylar wanted the challenge, though.
The last one.
Skylar, any ideas what we could do first? You guys are twins.
Yeah.
Did you plan that?
Yeah, that's fine.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Simplify the what?
The 54.
Right. Do the factor tree for the 54.
Number 12.
Okay, so what is this going to turn into?
5.
2.
The factor of 3.
3
3 cubed.
cubed root of 2.
Yep.
So we got 3 cubed root of 2 plus 5 cubed root of 2 is what?
What?
3.
So
3 of these plus 5 of these equals
8
8 what?
cubed root of 2.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. You could. So on 13 it says x is 25, y is 144.
That makes sense.
So Jaden, what would the square root of 25 be?
5.
And then it says square root of y, right? What would the square root of 144 be?
12.
And then it says, what would the square root of x plus the square root of y be? So it's just square root of x is that, square root of y is that. So what's that plus that? 17. Yeah, so just add those together. And then the last one though says, what's the square root of x plus y? Do you guys know what the difference between these two is? On this one, you square root the x, you square root the y, and you add them together. On this one, you do x plus y first, and then square that. So let's see what happens. When I do 25 plus 144, it's like 169. So what's the square root of 169? Have you ever plugged it in yet?
It's 13.
13. So are these two things the same?
No.
No. The first one was 17 and this one was 13, so yeah, they're different.
Wait, where'd you get the 169?
X and Y are these two, so I added these two together.
Oh, okay.
Alright, 15. It's kind of the same thing but messier. So we got 45 and 75. Okay, so the first question is what's the square root of x? So what's the square root of 45? So Emily, what's the square root of 45 going to be?
Three and then to the square root of 5.
3 square root of 5. And what's the square root of, the next question is what's the square root of 75? So what's that going to be? 5 what?
Oh, 5 and then 3. 5 square root of 3.
Okay, the next question is what's that plus, what's those two added together? So what's that plus that? Does it simplify? No. So I'm just going to write down that plus that. Okay, on the fourth one, we're supposed to add the x and y together first and then square root it. So what is 75 plus 45? It's 120. And then we're supposed to square root the 120. So, I only see one double.
So you
So what's going to go on the outside?
3 which is 15.
Nope, that's the inside. The
2
doubles,
outside.
right, 2 comes outside. 5 times 2 times 3.
30.
Yep. All right. Let's look at 16. Based on the results of exercises 13 through 15, what conclusion can you draw about square root of x plus square root of y and the square root of x plus y? Are they the same? No, they just put they're different or they're not equal.
Wait, so. On 16.
That's only a
Yeah,
Oh, that's
they're not the same. Or they're not equal. Okay, 17. How far did I say we're going? 26.
wow. That was a little high. I know. It's crazy.
All right, Corey, what do you think we're going to do first on this one?
After 2.
Yep. Yeah, these two are big enough. 5, nothing works with that, right? So 6 does break down, but do you guys remember I said since it's a double, you can kind of like stop right there. So what would these? So we got square root of 5 plus what, Corey?
Plus 2 square root of 5.
Minus.
Minus 6 square root of 2.
All right, and then what can we do with that?
It would be 3 square root of 5, and then minus 6 square root of 2.
Yep, good job. So I underlined the like terms. Those two actually go together. That one's by itself. Any questions? Cube root of 16 plus cube root of 18. Alright. 16. Just got a bunch of 2's in it. Okay, Ciara, what's cubed root of 16 gonna turn into? 2 cubed root of 2, yeah. Plus, how about cubed root of 18? Doesn't simplify, right? Not enough 3's or anything. So it's just stays cubed root of 18. So can I do anything else? No. That's it. Oh, look at 21, cubed root of 16 again. So we can kind of recycle our work from number 19 on that. Plus cubed root of 81. Plus cubed root of 250. Alright, so let's cheat on the 16. What's the cubed root of 16 going to turn into? 2 cubed root of 2. Okay, what goes into 81? So 81 is made up of a bunch of 3's. What goes into 250?
10.
25
times.
So there's a lot of 5's in this one. So, Timothy, what's cubed root of 81 going to turn into?
3 cubed root of
3 cubed root of 3. And cubed root of 250?
5 cubed root of 2.
Is there anything else that we can do?
No. You.
You can add 2 cubed root of 2 and 5 cubed
So that is,
root of 2. 7 cubed root of 2.
and we'll just bring this guy down. Lots of 3's.
Bro, why do I have to look like this? Like,
Letters.
what are we about to die below?
Because Roman, I knew you'd want the challenge.
Yeah.
I know. Roman, do you think these first two terms are going to add together?
No.
No. Which ones, because they're not like terms, right? Which ones are going to add together?
5 and the first one.
Yeah. What's square root of x plus 5 square root of x?
5 square root.
Nope.
And then, 6 square root of x squared.
No. Okay, it would be x squared if we were multiplying, but we're not. Remember we kept, like when we added these, it stayed at 2. Like the cube root of 2 stayed cube root of 2. So this is going to stay square root of x.
Okay.
And then, can I add it with this?
No.
No.
That's it?
Yeah.
First was that they like it too.
I bet. Good luck, Clayton.
Alright. Clayton, are any of these like terms that we can put together?
The first and second one.
Right. So, not only do they both have to have an A, they both have to have a square root of 3. So, like A squared of 3, if it just said this, they actually would not add together. So they both have A squared of 3. So what's that going to become, Clayton?
Negative 2a square root of 3.
Yep.
Plus 2.
Plus square root of 2.
Or,
I was dying for it.
Alright, that's it. Yeah, just about 20 minutes. See if your shoes match. Shoes and socks.
It's about 4 or 5 a.m. and you went to the
So it wasn't an accident.